welcome to the Do It All Dad Year podcast, what Gen X dads understand, dad-friendly entertainment for you and me. Controlling our kids' economy can make our kids great again. My 3 kids, 90% of the time, are living proof of it. I'm going to share a new All-Star chapter addition to my upcoming collection of short stories, Waste of Height, very short stories. And this one is called Bad Boy, Soy Boy Strikes Back. Holla! Thank you very much! Once upon a time, there was a biracial Korean and Jewish kid from the Riverdale section of the Bronx named Stephen Park, whose friends called Bad Boy Soy Boy for unleashing his nunchucks of fury at a block party on a bunch of black gangbangers who wore the same white beater, cornrows, and cut-off jean shorts, looking like they were dressing up for Coolio Appreciation Day. What Gen X dads understand. Holla! Thank you very much! The same crew who dared to call Bad Boy Soy Boy a COVID chink in his miss ever again as he cracked one skull in two after another after unleashing his nunchucks of fury without breaking a sweat in a New York minute. Son of Sam in the 70s was scary, no doubt, but the surge in hate crimes against Jews and Asians in the Boogie Down, Bronx, Jersey City, in around the island of Manhattan in general were at an all-time high, with no relief or added protection in sight. Cops today were younger, softer, and far less hardcore than their 9/11 predecessors. Nobody in the force today possesses the balls to even make it on the side like 99% of the force in the movie Serpico. Bail was banned in New York. Garbage filled the streets. Rats grew the size of Lena Dunham during Restaurant Week after challenging Leslie Jones to a junior's cheesecake off. But even these woke, large, and in charge funny women couldn't believe what a scary shithole their cherished concrete jungle of yesteryear had become in 4 years flat, where there is still plenty of crazy talk to fill the island of Manhattan. Crazy talk slogans punctured the air, such as ban ICE, because Homeland Security was so weapons of mass destruction years. It's no excuse to mug Chinese grandma in Chinatown, yet the Wuhan-made virus had made New Yorkers at large crazier than ever, placing misplaced faith in a news media hell-bent on feeding more unregulated hate and fear into the nation about black men in America being America's most hunted, despite not one enlightened BLM member encouraging their fellow brothers to just stop resisting arrest or to stop fleeing a restaurant in South Beach because they don't want to pay the $2,000 bill. God forbid. Holla! Thank you very much! Every day, Bad Boy Soy Boy worked at his parents' deli in the South Bronx, despite living in the leafier, more snuggle soft confines of Riverdale and the Bronx, where abandoned, torched, burnt down buildings to salvage a semblance of ROI from the insurance company were less common than a B-plus Korean student at Bronx Science. Bad Boy Soy Boy had to bite his lip at the deli every time some brother would come in there talking endless, unregulated shit, yelling COVID chink this, COVID chink that. Despite Bad Boy Soy Boy being fucking half Korean and half Jewish, it didn't make a difference because cum bucket dumpsters such as Cardi B today were deemed heady, culture enriching poets in the street whose gaping, sloppy third snatch couldn't be beat. Allegedly, Jim Rome lives. Holla! Thank you very much! But one day, Bad Boy Soy Boy decided enough was enough. So he opened a medicinal speakeasy weed milk bar in Bergen, New Jersey, offering only plastic straws as a pre-COVID throwback, as a front to offer nunchuck self-defense classes for Asian Americans based in any of the 5 boroughs willing to make the schlep to fight for their life, to live out the protracted, rapidly fading American dream with a semblance of peace of mind as they raged against the dying of the light. Dylan Thomas lives. Holla! Thank you very much! Now, Bad Boy Soy Boy Self-Defense Nunchucks of Fury class became the #1 tourist destination in Bergen history. Not that there was stiff competition in this department, but Bad Boy Soy Boy had a college roommate from UPenn who he talked to on the phone every day, who worked as a rock star chef for a Korean food truck in Old City in Philly, known for their Korean egg roll, cheesesteak, hot pocket, breakfast supreme treats. And now that same food truck owner had to invest in bulletproof vest-covered food truck in what was once the only really safe area in Philly, outside of Center City on Chestnut Street. But safe spaces for Asian Americans were now deader than Jeremy Lin's chances of gracing the cover of Sports Illustrated 7 times in a row again, especially since J.R. Smith bitched at the Knicks management about the golden child, Harvard grad, who plopped into the lap out of the freaking blue because he was hogging the garden spotlight and bike lane all for himself. Holla! Thank you very much! In related news, the PR director for the Cavs had told J.R. Smith during their championship push to cease conducting interviews on his hoverboard after home games because J.R. Smith was high enough already. Holla! Thank you very much! Asian Americans, including Koreans, Japanese, Chinese, who never bothered to study martial arts, thinking it wasn't necessary to learn from 1994 to 2020, were flocking to Bad Boy Soy Boy's self-defense Nunchucks of Fury class. Bad Boy Soy Boy's grandfather, Michael Kornbluth, was a Holocaust survivor because when all the brown shirt Antifa members of their day banned guns, he used his own Nunchucks of Fury, gifted to him from his Korean father-in-law, and cracked Nazi skulls hyped on crystal meth, that being the Nazis, all his way to freedom from Nazi persecution in New York to later establish a family of his own with his former reflexology wife therapist as a proud first-generation deli owner, getting Jewish New Yorkers hooked on kimchi for more reasonable outs to ever slip their wife the tongue ever again. Rat lives. Holla! Thank you very much! Both young and old Asian Americans no longer had to live in helpless, paralyzed fear, all thanks to Bad Boy Soy Boy teaching them the infinite beatdown possibilities, using the almighty Nunchuck Strikes of Fury to ensure they were never fucked with again in the name of the COVID chink virus or not, because Bad Boy Soy Boy was on a mission from God to prove Bruce Lee's weapons of choice was nothing to fuck with. And I'll talk to you guys soon.